Hello, my name is Marion and I work for Kingston Libraries, and today I will show you how to shop online. So first I will explain the basics on how to shop online, and then I will explain the different ways to make sure you are shopping in a secure way so you don't get your card details stolen or have any financial problems. Finally, I will show you all the steps with an example on a website. So first of all, depending on what you want to buy, you might want to go to a specific website. I don't want to endorse any specific websites or brands, so please consider that I'm just using these websites as examples, and you are definitely free to shop wherever you like. But for instance, if you want to buy a new bed, you might want to go to the IKEA website or a Wayfair website, or if you want to buy groceries, you can go to the website of your usual supermarket such as Tesco, Sainsbury's, or your local alternative if they have a shopping website. To go to a specific website, it's really easy. You just need to open a browser, so either Google Chrome, Firefox, Opera, Internet Explorer, whatever you're using on a computer, phone or tablet. Search into your search bar the name of the website or the brand you are looking for, and then click usually on the first result, and you will have the website you're looking for. Then you just need to look for the search box, and you can type in whatever you want to buy, and you will see the different options that you have. If you don't know where to buy a specific item, a solution would be to go to Google Shopping, where you can find several alternatives along with the price and delivery fees. So in this example, for instance, I am looking for a cat jigsaw puzzle, and once I've done my research, I'm just going to click on the shopping button on the top of the page. And now I have different propositions with different prices and where to buy them. If I click on one item that I'm interested in, you will have a little bit more information where it comes from, and also you will have the delivery fee prices. So the basic principle of buying online is more or less the same for every website. Here I'm just going to stay on my example of my kitten in the garden jigsaw puzzle that I found on Google Shopping. I'm going to click on visit the website, and then I arrive on the website. So I'm not on Google Shopping anymore, I'm on another website that actually sells this item. Let's say I want to buy this one, so I'm just going to click on add to basket, and I'm going to have this little proposition where I can either end my order or continue to shop. Let's say I need something else from that website. I'm just going to click on continue shopping, and I'm going to have a look at what they offer, and let's say I'm interested in this scrapbooking book. I'm also going to click add to basket. Now let's say I want to continue shopping. I'm going to click on continue shopping, but now in the end I'm happy with these two items. I want to go back to my basket to see where I'm at, how much items I added to my basket, and decide if I want to finalize my order or not. On the top of the page you will have a little basket icon, and it will be like that on most websites where you can shop. So either it's going to be on a menu in the right or the left of the screen, or on the top, but you will always have your little basket, and you can see at all time how much items you have in your basket. So I'm just going to click on that basket, and I can see a little review of my current order. So at this point I haven't bought anything, I'm just adding things in a basket. Then you can finalize your order and pay by using your credit card. Something to be careful of is that on some websites you might have the delivery fees for free once you reach a certain spending limit. So this is a really good example, because you see if I reach £30 from items in my basket, my delivery will be for free. If it's under £30, I will have to pay £2.99. So always be careful before validating your basket about the delivery fee, because sometimes they might be higher than you expect, sometimes you didn't take that into account, so just have a look. You will always have the delivery fee displayed. Something you want to be super careful of when you shop online is to make sure you are using a secure website. So here are a few tips and tricks to be sure you can enter your card details safely and securely. So first of all is the padlock symbol. There should always be a padlock symbol in the address bar next to the website address when you shop online. It won't necessarily appear in the same way as I'm showing you now if you are using another browser, but it should always be there. I'm just going to show you a few pictures from other browsers so you can have an idea on how it looks. So when you shop on a website for the first time, just always make sure that there is a padlock symbol that indicates that the website is secure. The second thing you might want to have a look at is here on the address bar. If you click on it, so sometimes you will have to double click to see it appear, but instead of HTTP you have HTTPS, and this little S here stands for secure and also indicates that the website is secured. So if those two items are present, the padlock and the S in the HTTPS, you should be able to order safely without worries. So now I'm going to show you from start to finish how to buy online. So of course I'm going to blur out my personal info, but you will see the whole process on how to buy something. So here I already know where I want to buy my items. So I'm already on the website, and I want to buy some bedding, duvet cover extra. So either I can search in here in the search bar what I want. So I'm just typing in it and clicking on the magnifying glass, and I will have a list of the items. Or I can directly look into the menu and click on what I want. So then I need a specific size. So you always have on top of the page different options. So you can filter your items around a certain price or a certain size extra, and here I just want to specify the size, and I want to buy this item. I'm just going to click on it. I'm just going to make sure it is the right size, and it seems to be. And so here you also have the little number of items. If you want to buy something in bulk, or if you want several items of the same thing, you can just click on it and change the number of items, and I just need one, and I'm going to add it to my basket. Here you go. So as I showed earlier, I can either continue my order by continuing on the website, or I can check out now. I only need this item, so I'm going to do that now. Here we go. So here I need to enter my details. So I'm going to blur the details so you don't know my address, but it's going to be the same for everyone. You just need to put in your name, your delivery address, obviously, your country, and here we go. So you just need to fill in the information they are asking you. Here we go. So now I can continue my order. And here you have different ways to pay. So you can either pay with a debit or credit card, which is how you usually pay in the majority of the websites, or you can pay by PayPal. So if you already have a PayPal account, then you just need to enter your login detail, and it will be quite automatic. Today I'm going to pay with my card. I'm just going to double check here. I have the padlock and I have the S on the HTTPS. This website is secure. It should be okay for me to pay here without any problems. And then I'm just going to fill in the details on the card payment. So usually they will ask you for the name, for your card number, which is the long string of number you have on the front of your card, month and year of expiration, and the CVC is actually three little numbers you have on the other side of your card. So I'm just going to fill that and obviously blur it. Here we go. So now I have everything. I know how much I'm going to pay, how much is the delivery. Here I have a little summary, and once I'm ready, I'm just going to click on place your order. And my order has been placed. So you will receive an email in the email address you provided to let you know your order has been taken into account. Here I can see when my delivery is going to be made, so today, so in 5 days. You can also, so here I didn't have this option, but on some websites you can also have different options on how you want it delivered. If you want it more quickly, you will have to pay more extra. Here I just had the standard delivery. I'm also going to show you how to order groceries online. It is more or less the same idea, except you will have to book for a specific delivery slot, but you'll see it's really easy. So let's say I decide to order groceries from Tesco. Again, feel free to use any supplier you want. So I'm going to look for the shop groceries part of the website. And let's say I never ordered from Tesco before. I'm going to click on register to have a new account. Then I am just going to fill in my information details, my email address, set a password. If I have a club card, my delivery address, very important, and just validate all of that. Now that I have my account, I'm going to click on continue shopping, and I am going to book a slot. To book a slot, you can do it before or after you created your basket. Here I decided to do it before, so I know when I can get delivered. And but you can decide to create your basket first and then book a slot after. But it's always good to know when you can get a delivery before you order. So I'm just going to click on home delivery, and then you will have a little schedule with the possible delivery slot and how much the delivery fees are going to be. So here I'm just going to click on a delivery slot, so you see it's going to be on a Sunday at a certain time at 1:30 p.m. and here we go. When we go up on the website, you will see that you have a little reminder of when your delivery is, and you'll also see that I have a certain time to finalize my order. So now I'm just going to go on my different products, and I'm just going to add 2 things on the basket, so you see you can choose the quantity. Here I'm just going to have 1 onion bundle, and I'm going to add some leeks as well, and you will see you will have a little reminder of your order on the right. You can also choose to change the quantity if you choose so. And basically, once you have your order completed, you just click on checkout, and you will have to enter your card's detail like we saw with the previous order. And that's all. You will have your order delivered on the day you chose, on the time slot you chose. And that's all. Here we go. So yeah, I think that's all on how to buy something online. If you have any questions or if you're lost on something, don't hesitate to contact the libraries at libraries@kingston.gov.uk, and we'll try to help you if you have any problems. Thank you very much. Bye.